The Dyson Sphere is so close to completion that you have to use a microscope to find the missing panels. Okay. Well, it's not that close yet, but almost. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Dyson Sphere Program in our Alpha Andromedae series. So we are approaching Gakrux Prime here. And we may have a few other worlds where I can set up the export of... hello, that was faster than I thought. Or we can set up the exports, or import rather, of these. Of basically charged accumulators. But before I do that, let's actually... Ooh, here's an obvious opportunity. Hang on. What do we want to do? 5 at a time, probably? I would imagine that would work. Actually, wait. Nope. Let's do that. There we go. And this will be accumulator row. No, wait, no. These aren't the accumulators. These are the energy exchangers. This is a charge row. And this actually needs to have no spaces. Well, I don't think it really matters, but I'm still going to follow the format that they have on the screen. And let's see. Yep. Save blueprint. And now we can... There we go. Now, interestingly enough... Is that right? No, that's probably going to be it. Yeah, that's it. Let's go ahead and build 5 more that way. And we could do more. But we'll start with 5 more. We'll connect these. And it looks like we couldn't quite get the whole thing built the way it was designed. And I don't think that one was even necessary. So we'll leave that off. Oh, didn't quite place that correctly, did I? It's going to be more here. There we go. And now we have some additional energy exchangers that are heading off for export. Let's see how many are actually sitting there right now. We're waiting on about, looks like... I could reduce the minimum load for vessels, and things would move around a lot faster. Yeah, that's a pretty decent speed. We could do even more. That's the thing you gotta bear in mind. Like, we have plenty of room to absorb more energy into these accumulators, and we have plenty of accumulators. Look at this. That's a lot of accumulators. So... I could actually build a separate mechanism that feeds onto the same line from the other direction. That would be one way of doing it. I'm actually tempted to do that, although I'd have to build it manually because it would be set up in the opposite direction of the first row. So let's look into this, shall we? Wait. I'm not sure that's exactly the right spacing. I think that's a little bit better, maybe. Might not actually be any different. Alright, so we'll build those 10. And this will be a much more radical increase. Let's copy that. You can only paste within a certain range, which I remember lamenting earlier in the series. It's a little bit weird. So let's just fly and go where we need to. I think if I hover over this one, I should be good. Paste, 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 paste. Oh, just kidding, not quite. That's a really close range on that. Interesting. Okay, now these will be a little bit easier. Hang on. I will need, in order to make splitters... Yeah. 2, 3... That should be good. And now while those build, I can go ahead and put them down one at a time. We have more than enough of these accumulators ready to go. And we have more than enough power surplus to be doing this. So I'm not even worried about it, to tell you the truth. It'll be cool to actually feel like I'm making use of the energy the Dyson Sphere is putting out. I'll worry about the final connections in a moment. Let me first of all just get things connected here. Be funny if there was a way to actually... I wonder if there is a way. Let's see. Yeah, I can only change the anchor position. I can't actually flip the blueprint. Or can I? Is there a button that I missed? No, there's not. Okay. And that's as I expected, so what I'm doing now is the correct approach. We made a blueprint, but really to expand this in the other direction on the other side of the output line, needed to do a whole new setup. Which is fine, because it gives me something to do. The sphere's almost done. It's been a long time coming. Look at the playthrough timer at the bottom right of the screen, y'all. If you haven't looked at this, look at that. We're closing in on 100 hours. We won't quite hit it, I don't think, unless things really slow down at the very end. More than I expect them to. But the fact that we're even having that discussion is nuts. Hello? Did I feed that the wrong way? I did. Did I feed this one the wrong way too? Oh my god, I did. Oh my god, I did. What a stupid rookie mistake. Why did I do that? It's really hard to highlight it too. Ah, damn it. I did not even mean to click that. Well, alright. Now I definitely have something to do. Now I 100% have something to do. Alright, so those should be going that way. Yeah, look at this. Look what I did. Why did I do this? I did it for every... Did I do it for every single one? Oh my god, I did. What the hecking heck was I doing? Flip whole path. Yeah, I did it for the whole damn thing. I was probably thinking of the outputs already, rather than the inputs. It's not going to change anything in the grand scheme. We're just expanding the extent to which these are functioning, so... Alright, and these are fine. So, somewhere along that line. And y'all were watching me do it. You're like, nope, nope, he's going to catch it. He's going to catch it. Now what's going on here? Did I not put out... Oh my god, I didn't put output lines on these. Alright. I think that... Yeah, highlighting these is kind of obnoxious. Because unfortunately, this is one of the few buildings in Dyson Sphere Program where the mouse sensitivity is a little bit off. Unfortunately, but I think if I just get super close, that should allow me to work with it. So that's what I'll do. I'm just going to get super close. Yeah, not all of these are connected, which... That's been slowing things down as well. Alright, so all of those are set. Now let's come over here and do the same thing. Yeah, see? Same thing here. This is completely full. I was right. These are off at a bit of an angle. I remember when I was putting them down, like, I guess because of the latitude change. Yeah, that's what it was. They're at a bit of a weird angle. All right, we're going to have to stay zoomed in super close. You can see every single time I connect one of these, just this massive amount pours out. And last one. All right, so now we have a considerable amount more of these. Let's take a look. Yeah, so we have a shipment on the way. Yeah, and that number's changing a lot faster. And we still, like, oh, this is actually consumption demand on Zeta RA1. Let's take a look at the local planet. Yeah, we're fine. We're completely fine. That's ridiculous. All right, Gacrix 1. Or rather, I shouldn't really say Gacrix 1 because it's just Gacrix. How you doing? What are your numbers looking like? Yep, we're down to 4,320 being absorbed. Where'd the music go? That was one of the most epic portions of that soundtrack selection. And it just stopped. That's so rude. Normally that kind of thing would never bother me, but on the last episode, or what will probably be the last episode, one of the last episodes of Alpha Andromeda, I'm kidding. It always bothers me. You don't interrupt a good soundtrack. For any reason. Or Sean Bean. Similar category. One does not simply interrupt Sean Bean. So yeah, we're down to 39,000 and change. But that rate of absorption is going to slow to a crawl by the time that we're done. So let's head back to Gacrix Prime. Where are you? Are you over here? Yeah, it's got to be over here because you can tell. Well, actually, the direction that these are coming from, what I was about to say is you can look at and see that the sails are coming from over here. That's not necessarily the case. It just so happens that right now the planet's on the same side, roughly, as the spot where they're getting pulled in, but that spot could actually be on the far side. So the planet could be over here, and the point at which sails are getting pulled off the line could be on the opposite side of the star from the planet. Sorry, I'm swiveling the camera around a lot. I'm going to stop that now. That's enough of that nonsense. We're almost halfway through the mission completed research. What the heck? What the hecking heck? Watch something snag on the home planet and we like run out of a basic resource like hydrogen. That would be our luck, wouldn't it? That was kind of a cool, like, slam on the brakes entry into the atmosphere. Well, this planet doesn't... Well, it does have an atmosphere, I guess. It's just a very light atmosphere. Alright, so now let's see how we're looking. Because we can see them still pouring in. Nice. We're already back up to 1,000 after the last shipment. I can go ahead and put things back in inventory. Because I'm not likely to touch these things too many more times. I do have... Hold on. I've got some paint that I can get rid of. I'm just going to take this. Where were you? I just saw you. I literally... There you are. It does take a while for this to fill up. That's interesting how quickly it completely stacked there. I wonder if I can... That doesn't seem like a very tall tower. Oh, yep, it is. It's completely full. Alrighty then. Oh, wait. We got more room. Got more room. That's all I needed. Just a little bit more room. Just a little bit more room. Yeah, I think we're fine on proliferator paint, everyone. I think that's the lesson we can take away from this particular moment. Wait, didn't mean to pull that back up. What are we looking at? Here we go. We've got some deuterium I can get rid of. Honestly, I still have a lot of goods. You know what? I think I can build more of these. Yeah, that's a good way to get rid of some of that glass. There. Now I don't have nearly as much glass in my inventory. Solves that problem rather nicely. Get rid of that extra steel. You can get rid of some of those resources there. Perfect. Now it looks like I have some titanium on me, and I can definitely refine that into ingots. Problem solved. I forgot about that deposit. We flattened a almost 4 million strong copper deposit here because we needed to just have an even, area of production for these. Man, this is probably one of the most advanced, secondary tier resource production. Well, I guess in some ways it's still primary tier resource production because we do have copper and iron being mined actively here for some of the base resources. But also, a lot of things are brought in here in order for this entire apparatus to function. Feels good to see this doing as well as it's doing. Feels really good. Okay, so... God, the guns are just absolutely going nuts. And we still... You can definitely see that some... these could be firing right now, I think. Hang on, let's see. No. Pitch limit. I do think the sales are managing to keep up with the overall demand for the most part, even though the lines themselves are not full. Because I think what happens is, yeah, you see this happen where these are completely full and they're going to fly back around. Let's follow this around and see what it looks like. Because I think it's fascinating that we're producing so many solar sails, but we still are not fully saturated. I don't think we're quite keeping up with demand. If we look at the production tab, we can see what the exact number is. Solar sails. Over the last hour, we're actually producing more than we're consuming. Over the last 10 minutes, we're producing more than we're consuming. After the last minute. Aha! Look at that. That's so interesting. In the last 60 seconds, we're consuming more than we're producing. So we are right on the line. Something changed even recently. That's fascinating to me. And it does seem like... Hang on, let's take a look at our production apparatus. Is there an area where it could be improved at all? Doesn't seem like it's backed up or that any resources are missing. Yep. Everything's functioning nominally. Holy crap, words. Now, one thing I could do... I didn't realize this, but... Look at this. This is completely full. Ooh, yeah, hold on. I can address this. I can actually address this. I can expand this even farther. All right, so we've got our assemblers here. I need to hide another copper vein, though. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to hide that copper vein. It's not necessary. It'd be funny, but I don't need to. Okay, so I think this is the best spot. Let's see if this is gonna let me do it. I need to get my sorters back into my inventory. Okay, that's not quite it. So maybe over 1. Hang on. Let's see if that works. Might have been a waste to build the second one if this doesn't work, but yeah, there we go. Perfect. Wait, can I get another one? Oh my god, I can. Holy crap, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so in this case, I'm just going to be basic, and we're going to have those. Now, what I'm going to do here, this is going to require me to do some more splitting, for sure. Like, beyond a shadow of a doubt. I'm going to need to do, or not more splitting, but piling. That's absolutely going to happen. Yeah, see, now we're seeing that happen pretty quickly, actually. Why don't I go ahead and make some room here. Throw another piler down. Now all those extra pilers that I made actually have some usefulness. Oh. Why did I not have to reconnect that to the back? That's odd. Maybe I clicked and didn't realize it? Who knows? All right, now let's give it a moment and actually see how that changes things. Over the last 1 minute... There we go. Now, production's going up because we just had a spike. But now what we should see is we should start seeing some, like an actual surplus. Okay, that's what I was afraid of here. We're actually at capacity. So, in order to address that, hang on. Oh, that's going to be tough because of the way these are linked together. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 15, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Yeah, I did 15. So the 8th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the middle one. Bye. Don't want you. Don't want you there. Sorry. We're going to have to space these in a weird way in order to make this function. Done. All right, now that should fix it. Slightly reduces said surplus, but it's okay. Yeah, now we're good. So what we should see, first of all, there shouldn't be any more piling here. It should still be functioning normally. It is. Perfect. Still, all of them are being transported here, but these lines should start filling up completely. We can dump those sails in there. How we looking, Gakrux? Wow, 27,000 left. Give or take. Yeah, a little bit less than 27,000. One of the nice things, I'm glad that I made the call to go ahead and fill these in, because these are almost done. These would have taken a considerably longer time, but because they're at the top and I noticed the difference in the math from what I expected, because they filled in faster, they have more nodes, they're actually almost done, and I did that in, like, at the same time as these. So I have a number of 4-node panels that are still filling. Actually, these are 5-node panels. I didn't think about that either, so that's really useful. See, like, this panel here actually has 5 nodes. So some of these final ones, does this one have 5? Oh, that's fantastic. So in a weird way, because of the way I designed it, I wasn't completely wrong. I was wrong about why it would happen, but I was saying for the longest time before I really started to understand how the completion mechanics worked that, remember, the top would fill up faster than the middle because there's less surface area to fill in. But I think to some extent that was still partially correct because of, you know, what I was saying, but at the same time, I wasn't factoring in that like we would have a limit on the number of sales coming in. So that's changed me to like really finagle my predictions and go back over them and talk about whether or not that's right or wrong. But through sheer coincidence, the uppermost latitudes on this thing, and especially the caps, have more nodes than the lower latitudes. So actually, that's actually with a K, actually, it worked out. So that's pretty cool. Wasn't expecting that, but I'll take it. God, look at that. The guns are just going nuts now. All right, so how's this looking? Let's go all the way around. These two bands are full. The outer two maybe still filling up. How does the... If we look at the main point of, like, deposit, how does that look? Because we really should be... If we look at this... Oh, no. Look at this. Over the last minute, we're still consuming more than we're producing. That is... batshit. Okay, we need to produce more of these. I would love to end this series on a surplus in these. Let's make sure that we're not hitting a snag anywhere. Doesn't appear that we are. Okay, so I need to basically do 7 of these. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that one's badly placed. That's unfortunate. But it's okay. So let's place you there. And you there. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We might actually start running out of the resources required because I'm really increasing the demand on graphene right now. After working on it for so long, I'm really pushing that to the max. I actually wouldn't be surprised. Yep. All of these are out of graphene. Shockingly. Graphene is no longer making it all the way down the line. The question is, do we have enough coming into the line? Is the actual graphene feed solid? And it looks like it is. Yeah, so here comes the graphene right here. It looks completely full, so I think one of the things I'm going to need to do, I can do it right here, so I can pile it. Same as we've done. Oh, maybe I can't. Really? That's rude. Hold on. Oh, hang on. That's real dumb. That's real dumb. Didn't see that coming. Let's reconnect you here. I've totally disconnected graphene for the time being. Problem solved. All right, here is the point where we can add a piler. Let's do it like right here. Okay, so that should make it considerably denser moving down the line, or well, actually no, I think I might be using a piler now in the wrong way. I think I'm using it in the way that I was using it originally, which, okay, hang on, I have an idea. I've realized my error. I'm trying to use pilers in a way that's consistent with what I was doing back in the beginning of the series, which that's less helpful. It does work. What I've been doing with the pilers, like when I intersperse them like in a production area where there are lots of assemblers or outputs and sorters along a line, then we're good. But I need to look at where this graphene's coming in. Okay, yeah, here we go. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let me see if it'll let me put a piler here. If it will, I'll be very happy. It kind of will, but at the same time, because of the grid, it's gonna make me put it in a weird angle, which is rude. So let's just rebuild that line for now. So what I'll do is, Yeah, we'll place it here. I have an idea. We can make this work. All right, let's put that there. Now, how much graphene do I have here? More than enough. More than enough. And still plenty on the way. So I don't think what I'm about to do is going to mess with stuff too much. I think it will help. So. Of course we spend the last episode, or what's probably the last episode, working on graphene problems. Of course we do. We wouldn't have it any other way, right? Yeah, let's build out there. Let's raise this by 1. Perfect. And then we build a piler there. And last but not least, let's see if we can get a sorter down there. Please, for the love of God. Damn it. All right. That would have been nice. All right, well, what we'll do instead is we'll put a sorter of this type down. I've once again cut off graphene in the middle of trying to keep this production flowing. It's incredibly rude of me. But there we go. Now that will actually improve things. And it's possible that what I was doing before would have worked as well, because ultimately, like... Well, no, because if the graphene's not making it all the way down the line, then that was the problem that I originally tried to use to address it. And what you have to do is you have to increase the density of everything coming down the line. Also, why is this partially painted? I've got graphene coming in that's varying degrees of painted, and I don't like that. Why are you this way? Why are you the way that you are? Okay, well, this problem's easily solved. I'm not sure why this is, but let's fix it right flippin' now, because that's part of the problem. All right, now everything is evenly painted. Solid 3 echelons. Glorious. All right, so having done that, we should now have a much more solid amount of graphene coming down this entire line. And if we head this way, ooh, frame rate, hello. Hello, Dyson Sphere Program, actually taking up CPU resources. Oh, man. Yeah, so now we're good. So what is production now? Way up and continuing to climb, and hopefully consumption will follow. Okay, so we've got about 20,000, less than 20,000 to go. Making pretty good progress. And the last few panels are going to finish together. What I'm really curious about is... Oh, 10K. Do you see that? We're now producing 10K solar sails. That's a nice jump in productivity. The question is, are they backing up now that we are overdoing it so much? And they might still be backing up over here. I did this kind of a little bit more rapidly. Nope, it's still good. The pilers are serving their function. So that is one area I would say probably understanding the pilers has been one of my biggest wins overall in this series. Okay, we need to do another piler right here, I think, because we clearly still have a jammed line. That way that one can actually output again. So those two are very close together. It seems almost unnecessary. I also think that the amount of piling that's happening is probably approaching the limit. So there's only so much that you can do this before the resources don't stack anymore. And research-wise, we're actually going to finish up, so I can queue up another technology just for funsies. Let's see what the most reasonable new reach would be. It looks like warp speed. It's 14K. Ray transmission efficiency level 12 is pretty good. Logistics station, integrated logistics. We could have another cargo. Speaking of cargo stacking, we could improve that. Or we can improve logistics carrier capacity. This is a project that's going to start but not finish, but I'll in-queue it just so that the research stuff has something to do. All right, we are once again low on graphene coming down the line. That might just be because a shipment needed to arrive, though. So we might be pulling more off of this planet than we can get in. So I might just need to set up a new ILS right next to that massive graphene storage on Alpha Andromeda 2 and have them export more. But at the same time, you know, if this station is at capacity with graphene input, then we're not necessarily... I might actually need to set up another station to bring some in. Maybe that's the issue. You know, if there's an excess of graphene out in the wild, so to speak. Okay, well, let's do that then. That seems simple enough. Which line are you on? You're on this line. Perfect. Okay, so we've already got that thing powered. Alright, getting this thing hooked up with its... sails is easy. Why don't we do... I see what's happening. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Oh, that was glorious. It just went straight in. Alright, so there's that. And now we can set graphene for remote demand. Look at that. Look at that. And let's set the charging power to 120. Look at that. That's a lot more graphene that's going to be coming in. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to connect those to the same line, because we don't need them. We don't need a separate line. I just need everything going in the same direction. So we need basically two outputs. Let's go ahead and say graphene for one. And then you can... That's a little bit premature, because we're not done yet, but thank you for the amazing musical cue that I was not expecting. That caught me off guard. So we finished that, technically. So that's... I mean, there's really no way to perfectly time that. You could make a game out of it, but I'm not too worried about it. Here we go. This is what I wanted. Alright, so if we put that down there, and then that down here, and then we put this down here, and that there. Alright, perfect. So that's one line, and then ideally we should have a second line. And maybe this one can come... Yeah, I know what I'll do. I want this one to come out this side. And stop about right there. And then I want you to come up to the same line and then go around the other direction. Oh, just kidding. You can't quite go around perfectly that way, but that'll work nonetheless. Alright, so actually in this case, here's what I'm going to do. I know I just built that, but I think what I'll do is use a splitter here. Oh, and of course I can't because of the angle of it. Damn it. Can't use it the way I want to. I'll still do it. Like, it's going to ruin the direction of this line a little bit. In a way that I deliberately tried not to earlier. Okay, so there's that. And then I can just have this elevate, follow the curve, and then come into the splitter at the top level. And then it gets painted, and we're golden. So now, having done that, now we shouldn't have any problems. Because there should be plenty of graphene at all times. You have 10,000 solar cells being produced, and if I come over here, these lines should really be filling up. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing more full lines and sails backing up. Oh yeah, this is going to be great. Watch this. There's going to be a lot more going down this way in just a second. Almost there. Almost there. Come on. Come on. Don't let me down now. Don't let me down now. Everybody's watching. Everybody's watching. Come on. Come on. Fill up. Damn it. Come on. Don't. No. Why? Why are you? No. Don't do that. Stop. 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 Come back. Come back. Please. 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 No. This game is trolling me. It's trolling me. You see what's happening? I'm being trolled by my own save. It's incredibly rude. Unbelievable. So the final slowdown is happening now. We are at 2,880 currently being absorbed. I think normally what I would do at this point is I would say, let me go ahead and just keep playing until we hit this 49,500. But here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to let you have one more episode after this one. It'll probably be a little bit of a shorter one. I don't know if we'll go the full 30, 40 minutes. But the reason for that is I do want to have some time at the end of a reasonable length episode, maybe 15, 20 minutes of gameplay. I do want to have some time to actually talk about Dyson Sphere Program in the series and wax philosophical a little bit about what we're going to do on the channel going forward, for those of you who are interested in hearing it. So I also, at the top of the hour here, I have somewhere that I need to be, so that is a factor as well. I actually can't keep going ad nauseum, even though it does seem like we're quite close to the very end here. We're actually closing in on about like 10,000 away. So we're very close to being done, and it will finish in the next episode, I would say, without question. We might stretch it a little bit if the final slowdown hits and it's even more than I'm expecting, but for now, we'll do one more, and it'll be the next one, which should be the last one. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day, but Tuesday at noon US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.